Okay, should be good. So this is qualifier number one, and the first one I actually played live out of the seven for season five Majora's Mask Randomizer. Oh, I think that was really loud, but whatever. So I recorded this raw, but I was on a restream, so I didn't give my own commentary when playing the seed, which I usually like to do. So might as well do in post, because I'm gonna upload my raw point of view of every single qualifier I played, of course. Which means I'm gonna do this completely uninterrupted and on 1x. Kind of funny that I had the mic audio rather than the desktop one initially. What else? Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of wait time. I think Pojo took a while to get ready. So I don't know if you just want to skip to the if anyone is watching this, you want to just skip ahead to the start of the run, feel free. But I'm gonna have this whole thing uninterrupted. I don't even know how much waiting time there is. I don't think there is a what's it called, preview on the VLC. So yeah, the beginning overclocking screen, everything should be good. So I don't know. I might just rant about something while there's a bunch of dead time here, really. I don't even know what to talk about, really. I don't know what to talk about this run, to be honest. I guess I'm gonna just improvise. Anything is better than just having the raw footage without anything added to it, I guess. I hope the frame rate is fine, everything else. Of all commentary, you gotta give the tech support commentary. That's the best one, right? The webcam is the webcam I had at the time. I just like having it on. Gives the the trackers and the restreamers commentary a good laugh for when I pop off or whatever. Shame the people watching the restream don't see it, but I don't know. I just think it, might as well show it or whatever. I don't know if I should say silent or comment anything of value, really. Bathroom sounds, that's nice. I don't know, might as well maybe, I don't know, talk about season 5. What the what is wrong? Fucking the bathroom is so close. The bathroom is so close, it captured everything. Yeah, I guess I'm giving a fancy name. Just I don't even know what would be the context. To see it in the middle of the screen, clarify that this is season 5, qualifier 1. I played it live, even though it doesn't even matter really. I guess about season 5. What do I think of it? It's fine, really. Season 4 plus the oath hint that is, hardly ever gonna come up really. It's gonna be interesting to see the oath hint on a captain's or keg for oath. That's gonna be really bad, regardless. Almost like, I mean, oh, sorry, myself from the past. Just had a cough. You know what? Yeah, I think there's only benefits because if you're searching for one of these, you're already screwed anyway. If you had all your temples and stuff. I mean, no, I guess there is a dilemma. Do you just bail on Great Bay Temple and search randomly, or do you just go ahead and get the hints? There's probably some time you can do on it, honestly. You know, when it comes up, it comes up. Somebody's gonna lose because they chose the oath hint, or someone's gonna win because they chose the oath hint. And all in all, the setting got changed amidst of a bunch of discussions on the sometimes hints. Honestly, I don't care really. Oh, excuse me again. I made sure to cough right on the laptop mic. Did I finally change the audio? No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have a big fat yawn, and then I'm gonna change the audio. So yeah, the sometimes hints got changed. I don't know. I felt like it was unnecessary. Could just play the setting as is, and then the beavers got to always. My approach is always very lax, very accepting, very, you know, not caring, but maybe nonchalant, whatever that means in English. I feel like it's a correct word. Because, there are like five things that could be interchangeable, turned on and off. The hints too, it's like you can or cannot put midnight meeting on or Kamado or whatever. You can just play the setting anyway. Definitely wanted a little bit more experimentation. I don't know, did people really got traumatized out of the shops in season 3? Only the Goron shop was absolutely dog shit. The other ones were kind of okay. You had the cheeky human swim to Zorahal being a viable strategy. Maybe added too much density to that location. That location kind of sucks, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. A lot of time it's really nice when you go mode and never do the little loop cape into Zora Hall stuff. But when it comes to the actual setting in hands, stop talking about season 3 for like 5 minutes in your life, please. There's a mask starts, and I wish there wasn't FD start really. Although I do appreciate having FD for those early Stone Tower Temple seeds. You still gave the idea of not having FD at all, and I kind of like it. But yeah, it kind of hinders the Tower Temple early chances. Me doing half arrow with only ices and lights. If you have FD, the decision is much easier. Without it, you might want to think about searching elsewhere. So if it's FD start, it's like okay, this is freaking as for a reskin. Who cares? We're still excuse me, we're still in 2023 apparently, which I don't mind at all. If you were gonna play a traditional setting, so to speak. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, on the very rare seed where Stone Tower Temple early, I mean Stone Tower Temple out of logic is a play that absolutely doesn't suck, which it usually does. Having FDA early, it's also good. And about the other masks, Zora start and Deku start are the more tame ones. Zora start, I think you know what I don't think I'm gonna change my mind. I'm just gonna do regular opener and enjoy the fact that I can do hide and seek on day one, which itself is already a massive benefit in my opinion. And Deku, I don't really know. I was just joking around, doing the worst opener of all time, which is just immediately going into stockpot in. But man, God, I really hate the postman peak, really, because the hours are so bad. And if you do the worst opener of all time, you're guaranteed that you're not gonna see it, which really sucks. And then if you think, oh, okay, I'm just gonna spend a little time so I can peek it, and then you're back into spending in-game time in order to do room key, which is observatory opener territory. Oh yeah, so there's the yawn. So I might just I think I'm gonna change the audio in 2 seconds. Yep, there's the audio. I don't. Is this audio good? I'm gonna crank it up on VLC. Because usually I have very quiet audio for the stream and such. I don't know. I'm gonna let it as it is. So if the game is barely audible, I do not care. So yeah, something very simple that I haven't tested is to just go to North Clocktown, daytime traditional North Clocktown, and then go in inside Stock Button, which is way too much Clocktown movement, by the way, versus just taking the east exit right away after the L. Or you know what? You could even delay the L. Okay, no, no, that's irrelevant, and it doesn't work because supposedly what I want to do is observatory on the worst opener of all time. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, disregard the Clocktown movement. Maybe just do a little bit north, and then you can maybe end the stories at barely before 2 p.m., which should give the postman peak. It is so simple, but I haven't done it because, ultra lazy, massive fraud of the game shouldn't even be seed 10, honestly. But the most interesting one is by far. Oh yeah, I forgot to comment about the Zora start, which it gives a really nice night 1 for old lady. I think at this point it should be, if you only have Zora, you do swordsman and just gun to Zora Hall, doing all the stuff in between, of course. I don't know if the bottle itself for Labfish already makes that big of a difference, but because if you don't have Goron or Bomb Bag, you're not doing Biobaba or the Cape Grotto, and those add a little bit of in-game time. So for those, I think skipping Swordsman for now is the way. And Goron Start is the most interesting one by far. Not by far, but at least on the surface of it. Which this seed is, by the way. God, is the frame rate this bad? I was playing a 30 FPS game, 2 hours ago or whatever. So yeah, immediately go Goron. Just not even think about it. Peek the Picto box. I failed to realize I had peeked the brown chest right away, and this is the thing I'm gonna choose probably, but it's very questionable, and why it's questionable is gonna come up in a little while. So yeah, getting the stick and awkward Baba stick rather than an actual good one in the grotto. God, why do I not know where this is? This is ridiculous. Because I don't really, yeah, someone should time this or whatever. But I really don't want to do Kokiri P hat, and P hat with Goron is a non-strategy. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking about for Goron start. Because I don't want to skip room key, and Goron start is the start that is I think it's the best candidate for actually doing no room key route. Just because you can immediately play double time and just steamroll through everything. Oh yeah, Stone Tower is foolish. I decided to do the cheeky thing, which is to just hold text. Bad move. Because I actually misunderstood the Stone Tower hint, and it's gonna come up in like 2 hours. No, not 2 hours, an hour and a half. And yeah, I have to reread a bunch of these. If the great item is an actual mask, I have to go back and read it, which is... I'm just gonna stop doing it. I'm not, it's fun when I'm practicing to just hold all the way. But who am I kidding? I don't have a slow motion, defective brain, vision, anything like that. Farming money. Why am I farming money? Yeah, so I don't know what I would do in an actual regular seed where you don't get money. But here it just fell on my lap. Can just do the minigame right away when going night. So yeah, this is just a way to spend in-game time in order to get the hotel open. And you can see this strategy is very questionable because right now it's 7:45. If I didn't have this mini game, it would be over. I would have to go, I don't know, to the freaking chest, I guess. Which is not a bad idea, but it really makes you think, you know, about the effectiveness of it all. And the bad part, yeah, I had to go to the chest anyway, although I went for the peak. God, it really sucks that I had to change to human. I didn't want to bother with the Goron nose peak. So yeah, right now, it just sucks because you're on Grandma Lunch territory. You know what? It's a little bit afterwards. I just had to wait a little while. And I ended up, you know, listening to the lunch out of just pure robot muscle memory. Kind of unfortunate, really. Because, yeah, just a small mishap. So the exact way this went, you know, me spending 2 years to find the grotto for P-Hat, missing a stick on a fight, you know, let's just start going through everything. Opening the chest, plus chip farming the little kitten bushes. That was enough in-game time. Yeah, plus minigame, plus chest peak. That was enough in-game time to dump in order to check the hotel. But it's not gonna be like this every single time, so this is still... I'm still in a little bit of trouble. I'm almost thinking of just doing Gorman Race, which would be a cardinal sin, because I want to skip... Like, having Goron is when you should try to skip the freaking thing. And doing it on purpose because the in-game time for Goron is so bad, it's massively counterintuitive at minimum. And here the plan should be... I want to do Observatory just to do the terminal app fully, all the way to the Owl, and getting the business scrub over with. But this plan changes because... Not because of the hookshot, but because there's gonna be Zora Mask in the Observatory. I mean, I'm just gonna spoil it out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that through the whole seed. So if you want to have some emotion, just watch the Zelda speedruns coverage. Just don't watch this. This is for the full nerds who want to improve at the game and are gonna be scammed into watching 2 hours of pure nonsense rambling by me and only my point of view. Let's talk about the hints, I guess. So that foolish should have been Stone Tower. And right now I think I have a Stone Tower temple. Plus song, by the way. Foolish. You know, just move. Let's just move past it because it's only gonna come up in the future, really. And I'm gonna tell you when it comes up. And the other ones are Goron Village, we had the hero. East Clock Town, which was already satisfied. And I'm gonna tell you, I have no desire of doing minigames. Because a full clearing way of the hero. Mate, I don't think that's the way to go here. Especially since it's 6 minutes into the seed and you're receiving a bunch of items. And I'm not yet gonna do the whole scam of full clearing way of the hero location for minigames. East Clock Town right now, the decent checks are all cleared out, which includes treasure chest minigame. And Terminal Field is where the hero, which, you know, the bottle would have been interesting, but Zora Mask also seals the deal. You don't have to think further if you start getting troll items. So yeah, this is where I just returned. Guru Guru is gonna be delayed for quite a while. Postman minigame, still don't wanna not do it. In my opinion, it's kind of fast-ish. Check per minute. Plus, the time of day sucks for this guy. It has a weird... A weird time of day restriction for you to do it. So getting it over with as soon as possible for me, it's just enough value. But things like Swordsman... I can just not do swordsman for a while. And you know, it's a little bit more walking around, but can't really not deposit the roundup money and the checking the 50. You can check the 50 on some degenerate ways, such as returning back to Clocktown to do swordsman because it's still not midnight. And then you check the 50. So this is something I'm starting to regret a little bit, because I checked this Gossip Stone. I meant to fall all the way down. I don't know, you know, stuff you think on the spot. It didn't work, but whatever. Look at my... Do you guys like my forehead? It's very shiny and bright in order to peek those nightly chests. Of awkward little movement, it's fine. So yeah, this is the case where I actually do Biobaba Grotto and Cape Grotto. And Labfish, also, when doing this little loop here. So I guess this is, you know, this little footage here, even though it's not completely optimal, I guess I can use it to figure out some in-game time thresholds. Because I never did this. I always had the, you know, the default for trying to not do the stupid terminal app is if you have Zora, you simply go here. But there are, you know, the items you have are all variable. All of them, a bunch of them just open different things. A bunch of possible combinations, you know. And I don't have really the benchmarks all planned out or anything. I just go by feel, which is wrong, really. So here it would be Goron for Biobaba and Cape Grotto, Bottle for Labfish, plus Hook Shot for the Tingle. That also counts in terms of extra IGT. And the plan here is, so... When am I gonna get the bow? I forgot where the bow was. Maybe it's right here. No, it's not right here, because this location is gonna be foolish, by the way. Oh no, I just spoiled it. I'm sorry. Not really. But right now... So yeah, this is also where I thought, okay, I do have Zora and Goron. Can I do the super crazy exterior plus sewers play? And then I realized I don't. First of all, I don't trust my in-game time for some reason. I have to check the see where I actually did this to actually know the in-game time. Because the 3 game, you're not gonna do those in 3 game hours, are you? Although, you know, sewers is really, really fast. And exterior is just exterior. Nice little money there, but I bought this thing. No worried about bank, but not really, honestly. Just gonna chill out. My current bank is, I need a 99 plus 99 exact. So it's like, oh well, I guess it's gonna be a while since I actually do a meaningful deposit. What was I saying? So yeah, I can't do sewers here because I have a hook shot. So if I go to PF, I'm gonna go all the way. And God, I gotta be honest. I think I would have done Zora Cape here if I had a bow for the like. But without a bow for the like, this is not gonna happen. And I really didn't want to isolate the back half of Cape. I'm gonna be honest, mostly because I was interested in reading the hint, really. Because here's the thing, this is already a situation where Pirate's Fortress is coming up. Swamp is coming up, although, you know, Swamp is kind of the location that you hardly skip, especially with the bottle. But I could be doing foolish checks here, which is mildly concerning. But if you're looking for some ultra, you know, saving time over the opposition, minor stuff, definitely wanted to have the extra foolishes here. Crap, I gotta admit, now I really want to go to the bathroom, and I think I waited too much. The old lady cutscene doesn't take this long. So yeah, in terms of in-game time, this is 11:30. I was already ready to do double. You know what? I think this is double fairy range, but as soon as there was this magic, now you spend a little bit more. Although it's just, what, 15 in-game minutes? That's not a lot at all. Anyway. So this magic right now is out of logic, which hardly matters, but it's gonna matter ever so slightly in a little bit when we get the fire arrow. Okay, I'm gonna try to not spoil everything because I have to comment from the point of view that I am there playing the seed and making decisions. But I'm not gonna give a bunch of hindsight takes doing this kind of commentary, spoiling everything ahead of time. So yeah, I think this is one fairy time of day range, which is good. Oh wait, no, it's not even that. Oh, that sucks. Not the best old lady routing, but a lot of times old lady routing is just the luck of the draw anyway. You're not gonna, you're not gonna have like the perfect IGT expenditure every single time. But here it was actually, it was good because we had the land title deed to pick up. So this is actually really good old lady, just because you have to pick up the North Clocktown tree item. So right now the play is, because there's the red potion right away available. We couldn't buy. By the way, we couldn't buy this potion earlier, so it's really lucky. It's really lucky that we have it from the Pia Grotto. Yeah, and here's the bow. And going north, really want to get a ball mag. Honestly, I'm just gonna go for the swamp because it's safer. I don't think it's really needed to take the north exit here just because you're north. There are going to be other opportunities from experience. But going north here would be really nice. But right now, as soon as I double time here, get the other prize, I don't want to see Clocktown anymore. Just all the Clocktown movement to do all the other shit. Going to West Clocktown, doing hide and seek, which I usually don't like to skip. Really, I think it's a bad idea. I don't want to see any of it. I'm gonna immediately soar out and do that Clocktown bulk stuff much later, probably on day and night 3. This is really standard, by the way. This is nothing out of the ordinary. And thinking about bank right now, I'm looking at the swamp archery farm, looking at the gold dust. So, I mean, as soon as you get that gold dust, and especially as soon as you get the bow, because a lot of times you don't want to go to the south clock town, to the swamp archery exit just to farm. I think that might just be a bad idea. It's just way too much extra movement. But yeah, as soon as you get the gold dust, you have the bow guaranteeing you're gonna do the mini game. Then it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna get some items that I'm surely gonna go to the tracker. Beneath though I was foolish, who cares? And I think that this thing is gonna be seahorses or something. This mini game was really bad. Don't ever replicate it. I had cold hands, old player hands as well. I'm gonna take the cue to go to the bathroom, cause getting desperate here. Wait, I thought it would be deep in swamp when I finish my business. Holy crap. Can we just make this an auto scroller? First of all, because half the times I'm really bad at this game. And the other half I actually get a 50 plus. 49 plus, let's just be gonna be honest. And this was the time of a bathroom break. That's like better than dog race. Another minor thing I should say here. Not gonna look at the tingle. Not looking at the milk road tingle. That's really standard because you have the bow. And because you have bow and especially Goron, you're guaranteed going north on the most profitable trip. So you absolutely should not do both tingles here. That's just a waste of time. You know, in case the astute viewer wants some basic Majora knowledge. Right now I got a mask, wrench mask. Those wrench masks are something... It's not like I obsess over them or anything. Oh, nice freaking lady skip here. That's... You can see that I really like this performance in seconds wasted. So yeah, the range masks are always a thought because, you know, you can play around a little bit, going to other locations before and pushing down day 3 range, especially since you have something to do at night. Even if it's like, you know, town archery, nighttime town archery doing night 3 or something. But to play around a little bit, those range masks, because those are checks you never really go back to. They are really permanently orphaned. So whenever you get ranch masks, I feel like it's almost a relief, and it kind of isn't because you're sort of forced to do a long check if it's not hinted sometimes. Because both range checks are sometimes here. Kind of cool. Got a powder keg, so you know, wrench mask situation. Usually it's a no-brainer to just go there right away, but here, you know, if you can justify going to other chip progression areas just to try to play around getting the Bremen mask first. It's not too relevant, really. I'm making it seem like it's more relevant than it is. And right now, what are the other locations? After this is immediate night 3. Although there's actually a lot of in-game time to spend. I mean, there isn't because North here is barely... North as Goron barely wastes any in-game time. So this always gives you an awkward situation where you're like 9 PM and it's like, okay, I need to spend IGT, what do I do? And it's awkward because you have to go up to midnight. This is a Skull Kid setting. And the other options are not that good, really. For example, there is back half a Zora Cape. Now I have a bow and can actually do this decently. But I really want to like to push those edges, and maybe there's a Great Bay Temple in the future. And doing back half a cape after Great Bay Temple, that's the nuts, really. God, am I sluggish at, you know, minor movement stuff? I'm feeling the slug from shooting the big octo and, you know, not going through the door here literally immediately. It's kind of humiliating. Why am I... Oh yeah, so I actually went to day 3 here and meant to play a double time with transition. Why did I go to day 3? I don't remember. But what did I need to do on the daytime? There was something. Like, what is it? And the thing is, I should have taken the transition, but I went north here because obviously that's what you do. You know, here you buy a keg and then you blow up the grotto or boulder of your choice. I always like to go aggro and blow up Zoe Grotto, and then if the the landscape boulder has anything, it's just whatever. Who cares? So this is what you should be prepared to do right now. God, I'm starting to, like... Because from here... Why didn't I start hide and seek first? I'm a little bit confused, I'm not gonna lie. Why is this daytime? Why didn't I just start hide and seek and take, you know, take this exit to go north? Like, oh yeah, there's a freaking tingle. Oh yeah, because this is the. But still, it was wrong to. I mean, no. Hold on. Why did I go to West Clocktown? Oh yeah, I had to go to West Clocktown because I was gonna buy the keg, and here I have no checks. I mean, the bomb. No, it's still. Okay, so you're gonna go through West Clocktown twice anyway. But I feel like you do all of this first, right? You have Goron going from here to West back. It's not a big deal. But I should have double timed sooner because I ended up I ended up not having in-game time. I went to Pirate's Fortress, which was low-key good because of the situational worst check in the game. See, this was almost an extra in-game hour that I spent. Which, oh my god, this would have been better because, you know, in terms of item placement on the specific seed. Oh, this would have been so good. Results-wise. And I'm gonna tell you why when we get to that point. So I would be here. Yeah, this would be 7, right? Right now. But yeah, so I don't know. Okay, all in all, I think I should have done north, go to west to buy the keg. Which I didn't because there was a bomb bag, of course. You know, don't have to say it out loud. And then take the west exit. Double time as soon as you do tingle. Oh yeah, so coast is foolish. I mean, you know, you did the grotto, did the lab fish, whatever, that's a given. But gotta remember this to not heal Mikau later on. So it's an okay hint, really. It's a fine hint. Excuse me. Got it. I just saw the mic go red. I need to. I'm gonna cover better when I cough. The song is really nice. So the Fisherman game has a heart container, I believe. But yeah, this situation. So the thing is, okay, let's try to actually do a useful work and predict the seed. This is the situation. You know, you have progression stuff in terms of getting songs, but it's not like it looks that good. Because you don't have Deku, you don't have Fire Arrow, and you don't have Ice Arrow. So if you get out one of the 3 starter temples, you can actually do anything. Besides the awkward dip in 2 of them, which is not gonna happen. So here... And by the way, I'm still high rolling the seed. You can see I have a bunch of checks isolated. I have my notes covered a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to see everything. But... So yeah, tingle little. One day I'm gonna hit the single in a better fashion. I'm gonna have better aim. I swear I will. By the way, one thing that I disregarded, and it was I actually. I mean, so this was a small time loss. It wasn't a pure mistake because I never went back for it because it would have been a bad idea. The check is just too awkward. It's the Swamp Title Deed. The Swamp Title Deed now is foolish because of the Great Bay Coast foolish. I don't think I think that the restream commentary also kind of missed on it. So Toilet Hand here is dead, and I actually did it, which is a pure waste of time. So yeah, I guess I did one foolish check, even though it was a small one. I mean, it was a bigger one because I rubbed the wall like 30 times. So yeah, when it comes to the way of the hero, start writing down the awkward checks, huh? You got storms. Very, very unlikely to be Pamela anyway. And here, you got nothing. Let's keep going. And right now, I'm looking at the in-game time, and I just know, I'm gonna have to go to PF. And the thing is, in terms of item placement, like, this is not a good feeling, because from here, it's like, I either find a progression right here, I find Deku Mask right here. God, it would have been so good. But if I don't, it's over. I'm going to Pirate Fortress, and Pirate Fortress has to have something, or else I'm just owned. I'm just it's just really bad. I mean, not really really bad, because as I always say, you can never know what your opponents are doing. A lot of times you're gonna do all the extra stuff you're doing as well. Although the race is multi-way, so that's why I'm more concerned even. But here, you know, 9:15. There is not enough, you know. I could, for example, soar for Path to Snow, soar for Zorcape, back half of Zorcape, soar for Pinnacle Rock, and get the endgame time. But, you know, it's sort of a picker poison slash, if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go to the densest location in the game, obviously. Here I'm peeking because a lot of times if this is All Knight's Mask or a Clock Town Mask, it's a good foolish to have. Reading the hint anyway. Excuse me. I'm reading the hint anyway. So I think the peek is worth it. So yeah, in-game time. So if I had double timed with a transition as soon as possible, the way I played it, it would have been a little bit more past 9. Like it would have been 10, right? Like exactly 10. And now, you know, I'm a little bit happy to see this, honestly, because, you know, to see that this check is not going to be isolated. Kind of awkward if I don't get my second sometimes. There's always this variable, because of the setting. But it is what it is. But in general, I actually like getting those, even though it gives you an extender of a very bad check that takes a lot of time. But for the range checks, I'm kind of happy to get the Bremen here, really. Even though a lot of people might not end up doing if they go here after ranch, but it is what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, so another thing I gotta calculate is that if I did north first, I popped a tingle and I immediately double time, perhaps. You know, I don't get a good overlap with the hide and seek, or I start hide and seek a double time, whatever it is. I would have spent like way more in-game time, because then I would go to West, go to the shop and stuff, get you know, maybe a tiny, no, not even more. God, not even more roll on Termina. God, it was really bad for me to go to West before North, right? I think it was, but I don't know. The difference is probably small. And here, you know, really happy to get nothing out of it, huh? In terms of time, it saves time to not have useful checks, but, you know, being in this location, kind of screwed. So yeah, if I spend all that in-game time extra, maybe I would have been at 11 or something, and then I could choose a smaller location to spend in-game time and not commit to the whole PF. And it would probably be Path to Snowhead, which is mental considering what's gonna happen in the seed. So going west before north in terms of results and item placement, that might have made me do a whole extra PF. It's not gonna matter in the future because of the final items in the seed. I mean, the one final item, really. But God, you know, just to think about it, if the seed was any different and the Ice Arrow wasn't so bad, you know, makes you think. Because right now, just PF doesn't have freaking anything. It's so ridiculous. It's such a bad feeling. This is why you don't boot up the game and immediately go to the absolute densest locations if they're not progression. Because right now this is just straight up time loss that is going through my head. It's not a huge one, but when you're talking about, you know, the top of the competition, minutes of difference and sometimes seconds, you know, execution gaps. And right now, all I'm thinking is about Vegas and the freaking Mirage. And to get chip money, because right now I have no, I have 2 in the bank. Yeah, this is bank 2 complete right here. This is bank 2 fully complete. 99 plus 2 plus 200 each. So yeah, all I'm thinking is about Vegas and the freaking Mirage. And after here, you know, what's the end game of the cycle? I gotta do TF pillar plus business scrub just because I set the scrub. Always awkward to have this end of cycle, but it is what it is, you know. And probably gonna do the 2 path to Ticana stuff. The road to Icana pillar and this is even better. Gives me so much leeway money. So yeah, got TF pillar. You know, going to the hotel. Okay, this is the best outcome because you're gonna go to the hotel, into RTI pillar scrub, and then 2 road to Icana items. This is a good end of cycle if you're able to do all of it, rather than go to these locations first and be half completed, have to go back. And right now, I'm really thinking, you can see my buggy eyes, you know? Because right now, my only way to hear in Goron Village is the wallet. So, and I'm doing bank math in my head, and as unfortunately as it is, this is a 3 depositor. Because I have whatever money I have here, and then I can get 400 for free when visiting the curiosity shop. And then I'll need more. Even if I had light arrow, you're not gonna farm twice. You're gonna take the sales, I believe. I believe it's faster. Should be. So this is gonna be 1 farm, which is not bad, because this year is you know, two deposits back to back is gonna be. Oh my god! I had to do a foolish check here, but look at all the movement I just dumped. This is ridiculous. Definitely start fraud watching, because this is insane. And I'm also looking at, this is 35 minutes 30. You know, those arbitrary milestones such as, oh, when does your first cycle end, blah blah blah. Like, ultimately they're irrelevant because what matters is that it should be the game clear, really. Almost didn't get this, but it's fine. Oh, come on, Goron. You can do it. But given the amount of stuff that I did, you know, I think it looks good, honestly. Oh my... By the way, you just look away from the screen right now, because this is I'm gonna take a break, by the way. I get light arrow here in one of these checks, and I'm gonna take the back-to-back 2 deposits, and I'm gonna farm. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. I really need a break again. Oh yeah, a nice regular arrow shot, by the way. So give me a regular arrow shot. Going to this gossip stone is so awkward, but I don't think there's a way around it. You're not gonna just skip it, you know, when you're doing the Econo entry. This is the, you know, this one and kind of the north one too. Although the north one is like you're usually gonna have Gorons. That's the problem. Doing these gossip stones not on the terminal lap, I gotta give this to the terminal lap. This is what feels awkward the most, having to do afterwards. Imagine when you just have Epona here, you're going to graveyard or something. Then it's really awkward. Also, I already inverted, right? Yeah, I think I already inverted. So as soon as I knew there was this short segment of money, back-to-back deposits and one dedicated farm, I was like, man, I'm not gonna lie to myself. I'm gonna invert here because I was really thinking of not inverting, but I didn't want to take the risk. So plus 13 seconds or whatever it is. And right now, back-to-back deposits. Gonna get the bomber and up in the north exit. Gonna get the snowballs. So yeah, this is the end of the cycle, pretty standard. And the next cycle, what I'm planning here, I mean, this is what I actually do, so it's kind of a... It's what I plan to do, and it ends up being a spoiler, so... You know, work with me. Is that I'm gonna get to 20. I'm gonna need to withdraw... Yeah, I'm gonna get the 20, which might not even be useful. Might have been just a waste of time. But I don't know how much I have in the bank. I mean, no, I have infinity in the bank, right? Anyway, I guess I get the money uselessly. But right now, what do I have left? Really? Oh God, it's embarrassing. When you start counting the mistakes, you see how bad you play. You know, trying to have really high standards. But there are like 3 chip locations here. Also, an item that I didn't want to see, but at least it's on a code. So writing that down for the Madame Roman bar. A lot of people did the Madame Roman bar check, by the way. I was on. I didn't have in-game time. I didn't have Romani's. Couldn't do it. Would be really fun if there was an item there. Then it would be a average qualifying experience where I get rolled. So yeah, the main chip locations are back half of Zora Cape. 3 checks. Pinnacle Rock, 2 checks. Path to Snowhead, 2 checks. And the thing is that it's literally it. If Ranch doesn't give me progression, this is literally it. And then what else do you have? Then there's the creme de la creme of the seed, which is minigames. Swordsman, Gorman Bros Race, and Town Archery, Honey and Darling. And right, so, given that that's all of it's left, you start thinking about, you know, you can do the range stuff, still trying to, you know, not do literally everything in the seed, but then afterwards, unfortunately here, it's just full clear mode. And I know this in my mind. It's 40 minutes in and it's over. I can't high roll the seed anymore. It's just so dumb. So what I'm also thinking about is that midnight meeting from the Cafe's Mask. It's not in logic, but I hardly ever think of if midnight meeting is in logic or not. It does come up if, you know, if you have to rush it because it's hinted or whatever the hell. Or, you know, if your last location is deck rule or something. But I think it hardly matters. So what I'm thinking here is the pile of garbage I have, mainly the in-game time spending of Midnight Meeting, which is gonna have me doing all these 3 locations and probably mini-games, because I might not have in-game time with these 3 locations. And God, it sucks so much. This is what was going on through my head. And those mini games, they have time of day, Town Archery and Honey and Darling. So I can't just not do them. and then get back to Clocktown. It's like 9:30 or barely 10. I do one of them, and then I have to wait for a midnight meeting, you know? Although midnight meeting is not gonna be the bottleneck, maybe I should have just ditched midnight meeting. I don't know, dude, and just plow through the checks. Maybe this is the point where midnight meeting not being logic is actually relevant. But it's like I don't know. Okay, this one is a stretch, but what if you just get room key and then you're bottlenecked by midnight meeting? It's never gonna happen. Okay, it's never gonna happen. And then what if you have Deku? But Deku is irrelevant because Deku gives you like fucking 7 checks or something in a song. I mean 8 with Playground. So maybe this was the mistake. I should have just done Ranch and then plowed through all these 3 minor locations one by one. Stayed within minigame high rolling. But right now, okay, especially since I'm doing Swordsman here because you could still delay this, by the way. You could still delay this like a madman. But the thing, what I'm thinking here is that, first of all, this is a Sphere 0 check, and I think this is the point where it starts to become delusional. They're gonna bail on this check forever. Because that's the main thing with Swordsman check. It's like, when does it become delusional to skip this forever? Because it's a Sphere 0 minigame. And I think this is the point. Also because I'm coming to West Clocktown in order to get money and buy the keg, right? To do the ranch. When am I gonna ever be in West Clocktown again in order to actually do this efficiently? In my mind, it's never. So maybe that's the main reason why I'm doing Swordsman in this spot. Which I think it's fine, you know. I do the safe high rolling, I guess, trying to go aggressive on the seeds, but moderately, you know. When it's time I think I should full clear, I'm gonna full clear. But right now I'm not too annoyed that I had to do Swordsman. But the thing is, I'm thinking about this whole midnight meeting time of day expenditure sequence and Gorman Bros race and how I'm not gonna see Gorman Bros race anymore. And you know, I don't usually think about it, and I think it wasn't one of the main factors. But you gotta also have a little bit of thought that the item is maybe here, and if you don't do this, you're just getting lapped by everyone. You know. I don't think this should be a factor really, when it comes down to it. But when you only have back half a cape, path to snow, pinnacle rock left, and a bunch of bad checks. And you're literally never gonna be here again. You're literally never gonna be here again. Then it's like, yeah. But right now, yeah, this is the first time I'm thinking about this honestly, and I guess it's good that I decided to make this post commentary. I really think I should have just ditched a midnight meeting here forever, because this is like overrouting bank. It's one check that leads you into a rabbit hole, or even temporary items. It's one check that leads you into a rabbit hole of doing a bunch of stuff that you don't want to do in ahead of time, you know. And here, maybe I really shouldn't. Oh, no. Okay, knowing the results, I think it hardly mattered. But in other seeds where you're actually gonna go mode without minigames, maybe this was a really bad mistake. But both the not going more, you know, not thinking more tightly about the in-game time of Night 3 with Goron North and the little stuff I had to do. Plus right here, where I could have just ditched Midnight Meeting and just tackled the locations, you know, sort for a check style, without caring about IGT or anything else. Anyway, here we are, and I don't think I wrote down this Denpei, right? I thought I didn't have the 6th always. I think maybe I didn't write down Denpei. Let's see. So yeah, I kind of like reading these hints here because I do have 3 little locations left, and it would be nice to get a foolish for them. Then it's no. Oh yeah, I don't think there was a 3rd foolish at all in the seed, in terms of the viable gossip stones. So yeah, no such luck. of getting like maybe like a even a Zora Cape Foolish would have been nice. Probably, you know, a few lucky guys would have skipped Cape entirely. But just doing the grotto and the underwater chest, then having it be foolish would have been nice. You know, Pinnacle Rock 2, although probably gonna get skipped by most because they did wrench first. Path to Snow, no, would have been okay here. Save a grotto and a peak, but whatever. At least more info. Plus, you know, possibility of not hitting the owl if SHT is go mode. None of this happened, so it's irrelevant, but a lot of what ifs. You know, needless to say, I'm going here because there's a freaking song. Although the song would hardly help me. Because this is the same spot where I don't have Fire Arrow, I don't have Ice Arrow, I don't have Deku. I don't have any way into Stone Tower Temple whatsoever, even though I do have the miss hint here. So yeah, I knew ahead of time this would hardly help, and I was stuck in the, you know, 3 minor locations mode regardless. And here, this is just, I'm just straight up, there's no way around it, just gonna do all of this stuff. There's just no fancy play syndrome here. You know, since I didn't care about the in-game time, okay, since I shouldn't have cared about the in-game time, one thing I could have done here is go to the minor location stuff, and then depending on the item I get, I can just get the song here and possibly bail until eternity and not do lemons. I would have done this on the roof, of course. Just comboing those two is nice. But maybe screwing off of lemons and even the hint really into just doing progression. So yeah, because usually you reset cycle, buy keg, and immediately do wrench. Right now, because of the lack of, you know, temple clear items, if I didn't do the whole Midnight Meeting saga, would have been nice to tackle the locations first. And you know, being results oriented, but those a lot of times just teach us stuff about the game, really. And right now, I'm thinking about Ocean Title Deed and what I have in the future, and I'm like, I'm staying on a cycle forever, right? I'm actually gonna deliver this. You know, there's a good likelihood I'm gonna deliver this. So yeah, funny thing, if I had done that, I would have gotten Fire Arrow. And imagine if I got imagine if I got what's it called? Oh yeah, Gossip's Bomb Bag and R. This is the 6 always. So I did have 6 always. God, these guys are so annoying. So yeah, imagine a scenario where I go to those other locations and I either get Fire Arrow and then get Lullaby here, or get Ice Arrow and then get New Wave here. That could be... I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm talking all of this stuff just to high roll out of lemons, which is like irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. But it is a minute plus a time save. You can't deny that. And when you have this amount of freedom, that you're still looking for items, and the temple songs are not gonna help you, this is a spot where you can actually do this kind of stuff. You know, very... I keep saying the word minor, but yeah, Majora has a lot of, you know, tiny things you can do differently. And they hardly ever matter on the grand scheme of things, but when they do matter, they actually matter. You know, speaking from experience. None of this happened here. I'm doing lemons, it doesn't matter. Not even close to go mode anyway, and all the way at the hero. I mean, there's still one unsatisfied way at the hero, especially since I know that the other wallet is available. So this wallet is never gonna be the way of the hero. So yeah, one way of the hero available and 4 or 5 items remaining. Still have one junk song to get. And you see, I do not like this at all. I just did a bunch of lengthy stuff and none of them haven't had anything. This just fucking sucks. Wait, I'm going here first instead of setting midnight meeting? What? Oh yeah, okay. Am I gonna double time without a transition inside the grotto? Is that why I'm here? God, okay, well, I thought I... What did I do in this seed? What the... What am I watching right now? God, now that I'm looking back, oh my god, I misplayed this so hard as well. Because this is Fire Arrow, and the thing is... So, even before you get this, it is telegraphed that Goron Village, where the hero, is the keg trial. It just is. It is the keg trial. Especially since you remember that Coast is foolish and Subtitle D doesn't have anything. You buy the keg and you immediately go there. Okay, I'm starting to remember, alright? I'm starting to remember. I actually go to Clocktown here, but I didn't double time without a transition. No, I didn't go to Clocktown. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I guess I'm... Because, okay, disregarding the hint, Fire Arrow hardly unlocks everything. Well, I'm doing everything opposite what I just told you. The Midnight Meeting Rabbit Hole did not have any of these within the waiting time. Even I'm surprised with all of this. But like I said, you should just not care about Midnight Meeting at this point at all anyway. So this is all fine. And the thing is, I was thinking about when would I set up Midnight Meeting, and I wasn't happy either way because you have to awkwardly sort to Clocktown in the middle of nowhere, and that is never good unless I had Econo entry to immediately go there afterwards. But yeah, this is a so given that I disregarded the keg trial for a little while here, but not for long. This will be a classic situation where you get Fire Arrow, but you don't have Lullaby or anything. And Fire Arrow barely unlocks anything. But one of the things it unlocks is Stage Lights. And given that I'm bugging out of my mind because I wrote down that Goldust was in this check. Goldust was in the grotto. I saw the restream afterwards, and Brotinder Dose did the exact same thing as I did, even with the pause. This is amazing. This is really funny. So yeah, in my head it was okay. I'm sorry to hear me out. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm picturing everything. This is actually okay because it unlocked Stage Lights. Not only Fire Arrow barely unlocks anything, but it does unlock it unlocks the Hot Spring Water Grotto, but it unlocks the Mountain Smithies. So here the play was, you do Stage Lights, you come all the way over here because you know there's gonna be Goldust to regrab. I do the back half of Cape, which I still have left, and probably the main reason to come here in the first place. The other stuff are just added conveniency that makes, you know, the route actually good. Because right now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna prefer buy the keg, and I can do all of this in one combo, which is double Smithies into Hot Spring Water Grotto into getting my Way of the Hero item in Keg Trial. And for all of that, I needed to come here first. This is where the ladder was, by the way, which gives me a Picto Box. So right now I'm thinking, I'm gonna be terminally in the cycle, am I not? Although, I'm thinking here, okay, I'm gonna say I overvalued Ladder to Cafe, but at the end of the day, I just go out of Ladder to Cafe. I literally just delivered the ladder and did one save scum, which barely even like it was for the Grimmest Stories, but it's like Grimmest Stories is always kind of awkward. Anyway, wait, I'm doing Pinnacle Rock first. Okay, so here's where Midnight Meeting kind of screws things over for me. Because right now, honestly, what you should do, even though it's awkward to take an individual sword to Clocktown for this and do nothing else, you just sword to Clocktown, buy the keg, and do this little north loop that I just described. You just gotta do it. Because keg trial is your Way of the Hero. It just is. And from that progression item, if it's not what if it's not literally Ice Arrow, I guess you're gonna have shit to do, you know, even if it's Secret Shrine by getting an Icona mask. So there's no reason to beat around the bush here. There's no reason to go to fucking Pinnacle Rock, and I'll tell you why I'm going to Pinnacle Rock, because I'm looking at my in-game time, thinking I can get a no transition into night, into setting midnight meeting. Yes, and now I'm talking about the stupid midnight meeting loop, which I guess it completely misrouted because I have the complete wrong idea to spend in-game time there. Although, okay, no. My in-game time idea here for midnight meeting is not bad. Which for the 10th time, I shouldn't be doing this in the first place. But given that I am, my idea is... Also, this is kind of nice. It gives me Shiro in not isolation. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get the no double time transition last year because of one in-game hour. It is what it is. So yeah, I took the no transition plus 2 checks, which is always nice. In a seed that is currently dry, but it's not gonna be because obviously Keg Trial has something. I made a night in order to do the midnight meeting. So right now I'm in Clocktown, and I'm thinking about coupling all of these things together, which is buying the powder keg. No, not only that, actually delivering the letter too, although this is unnecessary. I think I have like 1,000 spots to deliver the letter. Possibly. 1,000 spots, I mean entering Icona, and that's it. I delivered the letter to let it, you know, backlogged. Oh yeah, this is... I finally get to do Guru Guru. Oh, okay. Ah, now I remembered. A big variable here is that, yes, the magic was out of logic. This is what I'm thinking about by not doing Keg Trial so far. But the thing is, as soon as I get this magic, if I was more astute, I could have just fucked off, really. But now I'm thinking about coupling everything together, which involves setting midnight meeting, doing the mini games because it's the only time I can do them, and then I buy the keg and go upstairs. I go to the mountain village. And like honestly, if you're strictly speaking of a full clear route, all of this is fine, honestly. But it's not fine as my speed on the day 1 Honey and Garden. This is not fine, by the way. But I'm really thinking about the aggressive point of view here too, the high roll point of view. And when it comes down to it, because like, you know, Guru Guru Magic, Fire Arrow in Path to Snow, Keg Trial Wave the hero item, I could still be high rolling the seed. I'm gonna repeat myself, but at the end of the day, this didn't matter because of where Ice Arrow was. But if it wasn't any other seed and I didn't get bailed out essentially by the Ice Arrow location, I could have been screwed. I could have been screwed like fucking 20 minutes out of a seeder. Oh my god, how am I so bad at this? I need to practice this minigame. I hate that the flat platform starts going faster so much. I hate it so much. Yeah, I need to just get off my crack and actually practice this. So yeah, and now I get All Knight's Mask, and you know, full clear brain. I'm thinking after midnight meeting, that's the best time to do this, which is gonna screw me off of Gold Dust. This is such a full clear mindset, by the way. I could just ditch it. I could just ditch so much of this stuff, and it wouldn't even matter. But I don't know. That's not how I usually think, and that's not how I thought at the time, at least. If I have a shot at doing a good full clear, an efficient one, I'm gonna take it, which includes the only good way to re-grab Gold Dust and then do and then actually do it. So yeah, All Night Stories would screw me off of in-game time for Gold Dust, which is why I thought man, it's been a while since I did a save scum. I guess Gold Dust delivery is a kind of a, you know, standard save scum spot. It doesn't come up often at all, you know, not even close, but... And it might just be this combination, you know, All Night's Mask story plus Gold Dust deliver scum. And God, with every single minigame that doesn't give me jack, it doesn't feel good. And by the way, now, okay, now I'm being really results oriented here because you see that I have a Keaton mask and nothing stops me from just doing it, you know? But it's like, what I'm also thinking is, it's a bunch of extra clock down stuff. I already did so much garbage. In my head, I'm so behind. And I have to check the freaking keg trial with the hero item as soon as possible. And I'm like, I don't know, I just maybe can't... I don't know, I can't be bothered to take 2 Clocktown exits or whatever. Would have been nice here because of this little wait time, although it wasn't long. It wasn't too long. So yeah, this is me preloading the potion as well because it's like the time to do it because I am in West Clocktown buying the keg. So I just gotta take it, otherwise massive time loss, kind of. So yeah, here I'm prepared to do the little freaking let's go to keg trial today loop. Unfortunately, I can't do the gold dust right away, but obviously I'm not too worried about that. Not only because not only because of Grandma's stories, because I have a backlogged letter to cafe crap to do. The letter to cafe crap routes is gold dust, but it doesn't with the stories, unfortunately. God, Grandma's stories is it's nice to get a mask for 2 checks, but God, it's freaking awkward. And a lot of times returning to Clocktown is enough, especially if you don't have other masks to go with it. What a silly little item, really. And you know what's another silly little thing? Is me unlocking HSW Grotto and immediately fucking off to somewhere else. Yeah, that is a funny little thing. I mean, here I just switched to human because I misclicked. I mean, I misthought. I don't know really. Because yeah, this is all wrong. This is all wrong, and I'm not. I thought I was gonna get. I thought I was so screwed because I actually went back for this. I went back for this grotto. I thought I was so screwed when the seeds started getting bottlenecked because of the second to last item. Thankfully, it didn't have anything. Another spoiler. And yeah, right now, like, as soon as I get this piece of crap, which is the Deku mask, I start just thinking about everything, about all the useless shit I did, you know? And it's like, I don't even know what to think, you know? There was the Guru Guru magic, which is the logical magic. The other one I had was out of logic. Also, by the way, you can't just play as if you had magic from there. It doesn't work like this, okay? You don't know the magic is somewhere else, the second magic. It doesn't. This is not Ocarina of Time, you know? But God, it just wrinkles my brain, really, because I did so much extra stuff out of all of that. And Guru Guru is an awkward, it's an awkward reroute. I couldn't do it as a reset cycle, because I had the freaking keg song. So you know, when it comes to doing back half a cape, you know, Path to Snowhead, back half a cape, and then Pinnacle Rock to justify a double time of all things, like it matters. I'm really thinking about that Guru Guru, really. I am really thinking about it. And then when I'm gonna get to do it. And now, you know, I got Deku. Do I want to go to the bathroom again? Because... You know, I did some execution mistakes. Those are obvious. You should note all of them. I should note all of them because, God, the more I see it... yeah, this Deku Palace for me was kind of trashy, too. I miss backflipping on the rims so much. I miss the Yuso strat. I miss here as well. I miss the Zora one when I get to the other side too. God, it's just... Because, like, Matt played the Seed. He didn't do Shrine, but he got a 158. This is a 210, by the way. And it's like, Shrine Razor... like... Yeah, Shrine with freaking Razor Sword or whatever. This is gonna be like, what? Maybe Is it more than 6 minutes? I don't know. So like I dumped elsewhere, and yeah, this is where I start to think, you know. And when the scene couldn't get more awkward, obviously healing here, pretty standard. Because why would it give me a temple song? Why? Why would it give me lullaby or sonata, really? And you know, when I'm gonna do Camaro, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to individually sort for this. Am I not? Yeah, maybe. And I'm looking at that Keaton mask. Maybe I actually get to do it. Yeah, I'm taking another pause here. I'm gonna be back in Woodfall. Okay, did I get anything? Do I have Gato mask here yet? Cause yeah, I was thinking about it when taking a little break. Where do I go from here? So I have this awesome backlog of checks, which is, I mean, there's a little clock town loop, which is in no specific order. I mean, the order here is turbo trash. Whatever way you look at it. You got Kamado healing. You got Keaton quiz. Deku playground. Grabbing midnight meeting. Grandma stories. You know, I'm not gonna use brain power in this exact moment in order to figure out what it is, you know? And there's the scattered stuff, such as Shiro plus Graveyard Grotto, and then the garbage of the seed, which includes, oh, I guess this is it. I guess this is going to Clocktown, right? This is your average Majora experience, by the way. Which is you full clear for like 2 seconds, and then you're bottlenecked, and then you full clear a little bit more, you're bottlenecked again. It is so frustrating too. Okay, that loss it was on stream as well. When I looked at the run, he was still skipping everything. Meanwhile, I stopped doing that at 40 minutes on a timer, and I'm like, there's no way, there's absolutely no way. I'm gonna blame the Guru Guru magic. Also, with Goron, I think you should just take the Deku here. Just because you fly to the straw roof and immediately put Goron and actually walk faster, rather than this awkward crap here. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer walking with Deku so much. Need a better movement to get here too. Maybe just backwalk side hop into the reception and side hop to here or something. So yeah, let's see what I do. Oh yeah, so I'm safe coming, right? My face when I get a Razor Sword and I have no upgrades still. Gosh darn it, that is so much fun, right? And then I'm starting to write down the backlog of the seed because it's reaching to that point. It's getting there. So yeah, there's the gold dust. There's the cafe quest. The item is on cafe number 3, by the way, which makes things so much worse, so much more awkward. So yeah, it's just I don't know. At the end of the day, this was just pure time loss, right? I mean, I did have gilded in the end, which was fine. But I did go and re-grab this thing. Let's see how much time I dump re-grabbing this. I doubt Matt didn't do this. Matt absolutely didn't do this. Let's see. Both the saves come, which costs I don't know how much time. And this, 3 seconds. 1:15:3. Let's just count it. Can we just take all of this out, by the way? Just can we just boot the game and be on the main menu? Why hasn't OOT done this, by the way? Maybe the game is still loading, or whatever. I have fell in the water twice, that's funny. Good lines. So yeah, now I decide to get tired of pretending and use the duck flower. So I'm gonna count when I gain control after the Razor Sword. Disregard the movement as well. Okay, this is straight up 1 minute. This is 1 minute in order to re-grab this freaking Razor Sword. God, it's so bad, man. So bad. God, it's so bad. So yeah, now I have all the, the worst things of all time. Doing Keaton Quiz into Kamado here, cause time of day for Kamado. Wait, I had Gato Mask. Where did I get Gato Mask? Okay, I got Gato Mask somewhere. I'm sorry, I didn't write on the tracker, and I don't remember where either. But I do have Gato Mask apparently. So disregard a bunch of stuff that I just said. Anyway, this is a Clock Town. This is Clock Town anyway, but I know I'm entering Ikana here. And God, knowing the results, this is so frustrating because from this little asshole, I get the rune key. And look at my freaking face. Look at my eye roll. This is a second extender. Stage lights Keaton for rune key. The second extender I get from this little chain. I have to go outside to grab Kamado, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing any extra shit. I can go to I can go to Shrine here, okay? And there are 3 more checks in Lower Ikana, 2 more in the Lower Ikana. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to enter Clocktown, enter the hotel again in order to check a freaking room key room, So these are the things that kind of make me frustrated with item placement, And this is gonna age well, right? This particular seed. So yeah, in terms of what's the route from here, I mean, pretty obvious. This is just a Ikana entry. I cannot, for the life of me, isolate back at the graveyard, which is the grotto and the peak, because this is running out of checks. It's literally this is literally it. It's just lower Ikana, including Shrine. God, I lost so much time here too, right? Why did I? Oh, this was a clean boost. I just had to be there. So yeah, I can't isolate anything here. And as I'm routing on my notes, like you see, there's the Goldust Cafe Picto, Room Key Deku Playground. One thing that I couldn't remember for the life of me, but I knew it was there, which is Madame Roman Bar. Oh yeah, there's a Kamado Mask in Hungry Goron as well. I think Hugo I'm gonna write down. So yeah, I'm still missing a Foolish. I would really, really like this Foolish, by the way, because it could be Secret Shrine. Am I gonna get it? Obviously not. God, I really would like the Foolish. Couldn't get spikes, run over. Nice time of day, by the way. And also, just to mention it, you may notice. Oh God, the inventory in this region is so awkward. I unequipped the bow, couldn't shoot the bomb. So yeah, you might notice that I have full illogical econ. I thought this check was alive for a second, by the way, the Romani mask. I usually junk out in my tracker the sometimes in hint trade masks. Forgot to do it here. So for a second, I thought I had to adjust time of day for the sound check. I don't think it impacted anything, but oh God, man, so many minor mistakes, so annoying. Washed. So yeah, what else am I gonna? So yeah, you might notice. Okay, so this is also basic, basic Majora. You might notice that I have illogical upper econ, and you might think, oh, I can just get the Mirror Shield song. I could even visit Stone Tower Temple. And the thing is, okay, so let's go by parts. Going out of logic in Econa, it's like whatever checks you do there, they might just be dead checks, especially since I have 2 items remaining. 2 items remaining, both of them might as well not be in Econa. It happens, it is possible. But I don't disconsider completely the play of out of logic upper Econa. I don't disregard it completely. Another thing, Econa Castle song. So honestly, it could be worth doing because the pillar peak is a really good pseudo check to do because yeah, it doesn't cost you any time really, rather than small seconds hardly matter. But the song itself, it's not gonna help. It's foolish to go inside whatever temple the song gives you. That's just bad. But Stone Tower Temple. Now, yeah, just consider that I have a misread hint here. By the way, you see how much I want this foolish man? I'm going all the way to Pohut. So yeah, unironically, this seed might have actually been a good seed to do Stone Tower Temple out of logic because you had Stone Tower foolish. I read it, okay, at least I knew it because I read it here. Now I'm just thinking if I have the two of them or not. Because the thing is, so full clearing Stone Tower Temple is almost the same as Go mode, plus the Maze chest. The Maze chest is the only bad one. But it could even do it. And and you have FD here as well, which is important. So with Stone Tower Temple Foolish, although Stone Tower Foolish. So even without Stone Tower Foolish, as long as you already have the bean, which I have here by the way, huh? Already had the bean and could get water without soaring for it, which now I have, which is storms, and it is the water outside of shrine compatible? God, do not look at the screen. Because I know the graveyard has hot spring water, which could come up in a situation like this. I mean, whenever you go to Stone Tower Temple, it's just out of logic. You really need to not commit to it. You need to make it as convenient as possible because you might just be doing dead checks. Anyway, because of the Stone Tower situation, whatever it is, foolish or you have everything. Plus, you have FD for the temple, so you're not gonna do some half arrow time wasting crap. And you could isolate Maze chest, you could not decide. I think it could be worth it to clear Stone Tower Temple. And honestly, not only that, because then you. Okay, I just said Egos is a bad choice if you don't have Okay, I swear I'm going somewhere, and I'm talking all of this while in Shrine because Shrine doesn't have anything, so I can actually explore all of the ideas fully without interrupting or anything. What I'm thinking here, what I thought initially was that it's a good thing to have a spoiler for the Oath song and the Mirror Shield song, because in a situation like this, out of logic, they might not have anything, you know? That's what I'm thinking about. But I just said getting the Eagle song is bad. And what I'm also thinking here is the first of all, it's honestly it's unnecessary. Even this information, I just said the information is good, but it's not good, you know? Being real honest here. Because, you know, just not having the song, it's like... So, you know, backward, you know, rationalize it from another direction. You know, having the information would be nice, but not having the information and getting only logical songs, in logic, useful songs, and then going from there, going to those temples, that accomplishes kind of the same thing if you think about it. So yeah, really, all those factors really make you think. And one thing you lose by blowing off these locations, first of all, obviously Stone Tower Temple with half arrow speed, or having to awkwardly soar for Stone Tower checks, which might be dead if you don't have the Foolish. But I don't know, I know this is silly, but even the little... God, this fight is... It's okay. It was an okay fight, but it wasn't clean, and I didn't get a double hit. You lose the opportunity of both doing Stone Tower Temple into Eagle Song as the little routing, but maybe more importantly, coupled to that, is the Majora time of day. Like Majora time of day alone makes me really fucking cancel this out of logic play the whole way, you know. Mainly Eagle Song, but likely Stone Tower Temple as well. Oh, there's a yellow chest. Oh, it's not gonna have an item. But there's also Darmani to do, which I written down. Oh, it's the Moon's Tier. If I go back to Clocktown, I can do Moon's Tier, Deco Playground, Room Key. That's actual routing. Woo! Oh my god! I think it's the little next thing I'm gonna do, right? What else is there? I think it should be. Because I'm definitely not happy about doing Darmani into Goldust, I'll tell you that. Okay, okay, now I know. I'm gonna do that before Clocktown. Because of Hot Spring Water Grotto, which I didn't do. I don't know, this reasoning is so stupid and so backwards. Anyway, what I did is what I did. It's whatever. Okay, I guess this is time for me to comment about another thing. So, in my head, Stone Tower... Now, let's consider that I have a wrong hint. Stone Tower Temple Foolish, including Song, all grayed out, is also making me think that if it can't be a first possible temple song to get the Blue Warp song, which I now know the Blue Warp song is useful. That's important. So if this is a fully foolish temple, it cannot be a first one, which means I would have to beat another temple in order to get the Oath Temple song, and inside the Oath Temple, there is the Ice Arrow, obligatory, because of this STT fully foolish hint. And yeah, that would be a big brain actual conclusion. Here it isn't because... And the thing is, what it also means is that Captain Zat would be my last item, and I could go mode whatever temple they gave me. Or Argo mode Stone Tower Temple, really. It would be the same thing, because logic wouldn't matter anymore. Because all I would need is the Blue Warp song to get the last item inside the temple. Fun fact! This was not the case, but the seed was funny, huh? I gotta be honest, I look at all of this, and right now, after the race has finished, and you know, I know the item locations, blah blah blah, all I can see is time loss, time loss, time loss, time. And God, it's so frustrating. Like, you go all the way over here for freaking Darmani. Like, are you serious? You know, climbing all the way. You're gonna like what's the check per minute here? Even considering that I'm going back for the hot spring water grotto. God, this is so bad. But it was between this and going to Clock Town, and it's like, what's the difference really? I'll tell you what's the difference because so okay, so both delivering the gold dust and having the peak and delivering the moon steer, they are kind of, you know, it's fastest checks first, you know. You go there, you immediately do a check, but the moon steer is obviously faster. There's not even a comparison. But the gold dust is pretty fast too, although not the fastest. But then grabbing the room key check is so much faster than the second one of this location. I don't think it mattered. I think it would have gone here anyway, given the what happened in the seed. But yeah, guess you know check per minute exclusive. I don't even know why I came here honestly. Yeah, okay. This was also a I don't want to lose play. I didn't want to lose to this god awful check here that I didn't check. Oh, it's a big one. And here's my freaking face roll, obviously. Yeah, so Gib, though, it's more okay. Where was this Gyro Mask? I cannot tell where the Gyro Mask was. I can't tell. Was it in Woodfall? Where was it? Was it behind Deku? Really have no idea. So yeah, right now this is it. You just click the thing. This is Secret Shrine, the only item there, and Secret Shrine didn't have anything. And right now, yeah, so this is where the creme de la creme of the seed comes up. So this is room key into Deku Playground. I already did Golden Cafe, and then afterwards, I think it's bad checks only. I think this is it's literally Cafe Quest Picto, Hungry Goron, and Aromen Bar, right? I think this is it. I think that has to be it, right? The full clear of the seed. And Captains was here. And my face, my mind, when I could have had the item so long ago. But honestly, looking back, I stand by I stand by the way I played. Honestly, I don't know. It's stupid to miss the freaking item there. And here I'm going back because I'm thinking about the Stone Tower Temple with the hero, and I need to recheck the hint. I'm never YOLO reading hints again. So yeah, now I know I have to full clear whatever temple is behind the captain's at. And now I also have to get the Bats item and the Iron Knuckle item. And yeah, all it changes is that I have these two checks in a song, and a temple, and then another temple. The rest of the seed is those three bad checks plus Deku Playground. Was there anything else? I don't know, right? I don't know. Some title deed trading is foolish. I think this is it, right? My total tally is that I didn't do what... I thought it was 5. I didn't do what, 4 checks, I guess? Man, I cleared so... the only unfortunate extra check I couldn't do, and I swear I would have done it, is Aroma and Bar. But I did bank 3. I could have bought the 500 rupee curiosity item. I did freaking double smithies, including gold dust. This is already way too much, by the way. I think some people didn't even do lemons because you needed to go to PF essentially on cycle 1 in order to be able to do lemons. And yeah, the Ice Arrow location saved me so freaking much. Because it was inside the... Just like if the hints were as I imagined. God, do not look at the screen. The Ice Arrow was actually in Grey Bay Temple, which is the Oath song after Woodfall Temple. And so Villa played the seed afterwards and would have beaten me by, you know, execution margin. And Matt would have just destroyed everyone. But as it was played, I looked back at the restream and I see, for example, I see people finishing Woodfall Temple. Mainly that lost it. And he goes back to all the crap, like the mini games and freaking swordsman with 2 hours or whatever. And I look back and I'm like, man, I'm gonna take this win all the way. Because I, you know, as played, I got bailed out so much with that Ice Arrow location, and it's not even close. Yes, start. Oh my god, dude, I gotta get my stuff together because I'm telling up the mistake. This is unacceptable, man. It's like the Deku Palace, the stuff here. What else? Adding everything up, it does add up to minute plus, man. To maybe 2 minutes. And that's disregarding the stuff I did in Snowhead. Or the room inside GBT. Maybe it's time to give the old practice keys a go again. Not mess around, you know? Because, yeah, those chip mistakes, they adding up, it's just unacceptable, dude. You know, without those, I mean, you know, aside from those, execution was fine. Oh, wow. I didn't die to Iron Knuckle. Wow, that's fine. I mean, from here, do I even have to comment further, honestly? Okay, so you beat this guy. You get Sonata of Awakening. You immediately do Kita because Kita is a big chest. You full clear Woodfall Temple doing right side first because if the item is there, you don't have to enter the Dragonfly room. Oh yeah, I made a mistake in Woodfall Temple as well. The hook shot. Yeah, really nice. I should be writing down those. I should have a notepad. I should be writing those down. Why am I not doing this? Why am I not? You see, I obviously immediately mashed the ocarina, but then I remembered. So yeah, Woodfall Temple right side first, rare moment where you actually use that dog shit route, which it's not even a route really. It's just the route you do when you have only one item missing. And then yeah, and then you get to the Temple Blue Warp song, whichever one it is. You go to that one and you full clear. Although the Temple song being New Wave Bossa Nova. So yeah, okay, this is where I'm just speaking all of it ahead of time. It doesn't matter, dude, because I don't have anything else to comment other than hey, I missed execution here, there, and over there. Those are my final comments, okay? So what actually matters? Blue Warp song being New Wave Bossa Nova means that now you have an iceless Grey Bay Temple visit to do. And in other runners' shoes, it's like, what other crap you have, rather than going inside its temple without being able to clear it? Turns out a lot of crap. Oh yeah, this one I didn't do too, which was a 5th. So I guess it counts. And here, as you see by in-game time, I was thinking about the... Okay, a little bit before I was thinking about the sound check, but as you can see, I junked out on the tracker, so now I know. And I know I can't do the couples mask anymore. Wouldn't be able to anyway because... Oh yeah, and Cafe Quest just got ditched because I needed to make Night 2. So, you know, if the item wasn't in any of the good locations, this would be fun, right? So yeah, it turns out, you know, before considering the Ice Arrow-less GBT dip, other people had other crap to do, huh? Such as the entirety of Clock Town that was left out hours ago. And whatever else. Some people did... I think some people had Secret Shrine. Maybe others... I don't know. I don't know when Dead Lost did PF. I think before getting Captains did PF. Because Captains was awkward, kind of. So yeah. And what did I have that was better than No Icero Grey Bay Temple? Turns out, literally Deku Playground and Madame Roma and Bar. It's literally it. That's all I had. And the thing is, I actually immediately went to Grey Bay Temple out of muscle memory, just because you know this temple is gonna give me another temple. I'm gonna go to the next temple. And then after I chucked a light arrow on the water stream, I was like, oh right, I don't have it. But to be honest, it's like now you're finally inside temples. You're finally doing literal progression. You know, it is 4 checks inside GBT, right? It is. Is it 4? Yeah, it is 4. Yeah, map compass, small key, IHS. It is 4 checks in Grey Bay Temple versus 2 checks, which are the convenient ones. And yeah, plus I can't even route the couples mask, so you can't even count it, which is ironic. Unless I fucking SOT'd and made it night 1. I mean, I could have done that. It would have been a clock time. You know what? It would have been kind of good. Although, no, Deku Playground would have done on day 1. I don't want this. Needless to say, considering all this garbage, you can see how with 2 decent checks left, going to Great Bay Temple in my shoes wasn't a bad idea, huh? And I'm glad I did, because the race ended up being decided by freaking 30 seconds or something. And you know, having 2 decent checks left in Clocktown. 3 others. I mean, 2/3, you know? 2.5 checks left. 2.5 decent checks. And 2.5 bad checks. That, you know, that's the stuff I had left before I got Icero and GBT French Vanilla. Considering everything, you know, it's kind of okay, I guess. It's fine. Okay, there's half an hour of more gameplay, and I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if I'm gonna commentate. Commentary from here is just me nitpicking mistakes, which you know, I mean, it should be clearly visible on the eyes of the viewer, and annoying me to repeat over and over on the microphone. You know what? I'm gonna say my last words unless I have something actually insightful, rather than oops, I did a mistake here. You know, when it comes to item placement in the seed, I'm very glad that I won. Now that I, you know, that after I saw the restream and stuff, it's one of the one of those ones where oh yeah, I pussied out of rolling as Goron all the way over here. It's one of those ones that it could have gone really badly, and by, you know, miracle of last location, I actually caught up, you know, having started full clearing so early on, 40 minutes on a timer. Although it is Goron, so more like, I don't know, an hour 55 or 55 minutes without Goron would be whatever. So yeah, given all those facts, I am really glad that I got away with the win. Even though the point difference isn't that much, this was a 1047. I'm not even gonna nitpick points, dude, because it's like to get 1100, you just need to luck box a seed, or I don't know, you play really well and everyone else sucks in the same seed. I'm not even gonna consider this, dude. I'm not really. If it's gonna be a, you know, medium average item placement seed with a few good players, if I get 1040s or something, it's fine. You know, who cares? It's good if it comes down to me being seed 1, 2, or 3. Something better than 7, please. I can't take it anymore, dude. The qualifying experience has been a nightmare for me on seasons 2, 3, and 4. I mean, not even. Oh yeah, season 2, when I got underseeded as hell, I need to finish a 3-hour race, right, to qualify. Anyway. Anyway, glad I got the win considering all of this. The points, who gives a crap about the points? 1040s is good. And I'm gonna play every single seed. Even if it's asynced. You know, playing it after the fact, but not live. And, you know, on the same fashion, I'm gonna try to give commentary on the ones I async. You know, let's hope I play those focused and not talk my way into forgetting checks and misexecuting. And yeah, it should be fun. I want to try to get a seed better, at least better than 7, if not a top seed. And yeah, this is it. I guess enjoy the rest, unless until I open my mic and comment about something. All right, I'm gonna open the mic one last time. I don't know who's still watching up until this point because this is just go mode gameplay. I this qualifier I was playing on a single monitor setup essentially, just a laptop one. So I couldn't see anything on the race time page and such. I had like less than 10% of the screen of real estate to have the barely the race time screen. And I couldn't believe it when I saw I won because I did so much extra stuff, and I thought it was over a long time ago. So I had this delayed pop off with no audio, obviously, and yeah, it was it was very surprising. And I'm hitting this more consistently. I haven't even been practicing it, but thankfully I am. And yeah, thanks for watching up until this point. Hope you learned something.